Why global debt hit $102 trillion and why it threatens economies from 2026 to 2030. Global public debt has shattered records, reaching $102 trillion in 2024 alone, a staggering $5 trillion increase from last year. Developing nations now carry $31 trillion of the burden. The pandemic unleashed massive borrowing, pushing debt to unprecedented levels. Developing countries' debt has grown twice as fast as advanced economies since 2010. Net interest payments in the developing world exploded to $921 billion in 2024, up 10%. Causes stack up: pandemic stimulus, wars, climate disasters, aging populations, all fueling the surge. The burden falls heaviest on the poorest nations, disproportionate and dangerous. 3.4 billion people live where governments spend more on interest than health or education. But the real threat lies ahead. 2026 to 2030 could bring catastrophe. IMF warns global public debt will exceed 100% of world GDP by 2029. Emerging markets face debt climbing to 83% of GDP by 2030, a deadly spiral. Interest costs crowd out vital spending. Austerity waves are coming. High rates meet slow growth, the perfect recipe for widespread debt crises. Over 61 countries already in distress, net outflows draining resources. Defaults like Greece or Argentina could strike emerging markets again. 2026 brings a refinancing wall, trillions in bonds maturing at higher rates. Fiscal dominance traps central banks, inflation risks loom larger. U.S. interest payments near $1 trillion a year. Contagion could spread worldwide. These signs scream danger. Economies could be destroyed if unchecked. Scenario 1. Persistent high rates tighten the global debt spiral. Growth below 3%. Impossible to outgrow this massive debt burden. Austerity cuts investment. Poverty rises. Social unrest follows. One major default triggers contagion across global markets. Debt to GDP hitting levels not seen since 1948, IMF's stark warning. Developing world trapped in negative transfers, money flows out endlessly. Without reforms, a lost decade like Japan's, but on global scale. Geopolitical tensions and trade wars force even more borrowing. Aging populations and climate disasters demand trillions more in debt. Inaction versus reform, the choice between hope and total doom. Reforms are possible. Restructuring, SDR,